Let's talk about hustle tonight. Not ambition, not discipline, just hustle. There's nothing wrong with hard work. There's nothing wrong with wanting more. And there's nothing wrong with building something meaningful. The question is very different here. At what point does hustle stop being behavior and start becoming identity? All right, let's slow down on this a little bit. Your behavior is something that you do, and your identity is something that you believe you are. If you say, I work hard, that is behavior. If you say, I'm a hustler, that is identity. And the difference between these two, it matters. It matters so much. In many Nigerian environments, hustle is praised early. You are told, don't relax, don't slow down, don't fall behind. It's like there's a hurry and there's this urgent need to push, to move, to grind. Well, that messaging can build strength. It can also build instability. And here's what begins to happen quietly. Achievement becomes safety, while rest becomes a threat. When hustle becomes identity, slowing down feels like disappearing. Inside one-on-one behavioral work, this pattern shows up often. Someone says, I just can't sit. Or they say, if I'm not producing, I feel useless. Another one would say, if I rest for too long, I feel anxious on the inside. You see, all of this, that's not ambition, that's identity attachment. Let's go deeper into this. Imagine someone who grew up in an environment where resources were unstable, money was inconsistent, opportunities were uncertain, recognition was rare. Now they learn that efforts equal survival, and that lesson becomes a system. System becomes identity. Now fast forward into adulthood, they are no longer in survival, but their body behaves as if they are. So even when income is stable, they still feel that urgency. Even when workload is manageable, they add more. They take on more responsibilities because their internal design says, if you stop moving, something bad will happen. And that belief might not even be conscious, but it drives behavior very fast. Okay, now let's introduce something more uncomfortable. Are you ready? Sometimes hustle hides fear. Yep. The fear of being irrelevant. The fear of being irrelevant, fear of being forgotten, fear of being ordinary, fear of not being enough without output. That does not make someone weak. Not at all. It makes your system protective. And here's the key insight. If your worth is attached to output, your nervous system cannot relax. Relaxation feels like a risk. I'm looking at making this a little bit more practical. So let's say you complete a project successfully, and instead of resting, you immediately look for the next thing to move into. You tell yourself you're driven, you're motivated, there's just this surge of energy. Well, maybe you are, but maybe you are avoiding the stillness. Stillness can expose emptiness, and stillness can surface emotions. Stillness can also reveal fatigue, all that fatigue you've ignored. Stillness can reveal it. So hustle becomes the perfect distraction for self-contact. Now let's lighten the tones slightly. Have you ever felt uncomfortable during a holiday? Like you don't know what to do with yourself. You start checking emails, looking for something to fix, planning new goals. That discomfort is information, very important information. It means your system has not built capacity for rest. Capacity for rest is not laziness, it is stability. It is here that identity safety returns. Think of it this way. If your identity says, I am valuable because I produce, then reducing production would likely reduce value. So the system resists. This is not solved by motivational talk. This is solved by redesign. Redesign might include setting intentional slow periods, reducing overcommitment gradually, separating worth from output consciously, and building internal metrics beyond productivity. These are all structural shifts and not emotional affirmations. Now let's ask a direct question. If you stop achieving for 3 months, who would you be? What would remain? If that question creates anxiety, that is identity attachment speaking. Because hustle is not evil, discipline is not unhealthy, ambition itself is not dangerous. The issue is with rigidity. When you cannot choose to slow down freely, then you are not in control anymore. The system is. Freedom means that you can accelerate and decelerate intentionally. And sustainable adults, they know how to move fast and how to be still. Inside structured behavioral work, hustle identity is redesigned gently, not by removing ambition, but by expanding identity. You become someone who produces, not someone who only exists to produce. That difference creates peace. It creates calmness. Peace does not reduce excellence. No, it stabilizes it. Before we close, let's reflect on this. Where does hustle show up in your life? Is it behavior you choose or identity you protect? If you slowed down slightly this week, what would surface? Observe gently, not critically. Inside the design is about awareness that leads to redesign, not shame, not urgency. So yes, we will keep building this architecture together.